here tonight, you're already way ahead of the curve just by actively doing something to try and better your personal knowledge. And the thing is, money and wealth and knowledge are on the same rubber band, but the knowledge bit is far heavier than the money. So you need to imagine, let's say you have zero financial intelligence, or very little knowledge, financial knowledge, and then you suddenly come into lots of money. Guess what's going to happen? That money, that elastic band is going to snap right back to wherever the knowledge level is. And a prime example are celebrities, football players. How many celebrities can you name that have gone bust? I mean, 50 Cent, who's worth, what, $100 million? He went bust. How does that happen? How did Michael Jackson end up 10 figures in debt? Or 9 figures in debt, or whatever it was? I mean, if you just put, what, £6 million into a fire and forget fund that churns out 7% per year, you'll be living off like 30, 40 grand a month on interest. I mean, how can you ever like lose all that money? So you need to work in your financial knowledge, and then eventually, so let's say you do work in your financial intelligence, eventually you'll find yourself in a really frustrating place because you have all of the knowledge up here, but your bank balance will be showing diddly squat. And I know this firsthand because from like the first 4 years of my trading career, I was honestly just a joke. And then from year 4 to year 6, I call them the doldrum years because by then I had a lot of knowledge. After 4 to 6 years of trading, I knew, like, you can ask me any question and I'd just fire back an answer, the correct answer. But I felt like a bit of a fraud because I said at dinner parties, what do you do for a living? And oh, I'm a RAF pilot, and but I'm a trader. I'm a currency trader. But my bank balance wasn't showing that. My bank balance was showing break even at best. But eventually what will happen, I'm a firm believer now that money is simply the byproduct of value. And eventually, if you keep on working on that knowledge, the money part of that rubber band is going to snap back up to wherever the knowledge level is. And that's why once you've got the knowledge, you are impenetrable. Like, there's so many incidents of millionaire business owners going bust because of bad decision and whatnot. But a year or two later, guess what? They're millionaires again. Why is that? It's probably, or most likely, because of the contacts they've amassed along the way and also the knowledge. And there is a caution to this, by the way. You must never put money as that carrot on the end of the stick, because for the rest of your life, you'll be chasing that ever-moving goalposts. And very few people actually get that bag of money at the end of that stick. And I know a lot of millionaires in London, and their sole goal has been, right, I'm going to be a multimillionaire by the age of 40. And guess what? They get there. Like, sometimes they get there earlier. And they have a year of just a massive spending spree for the first year, which is not like typical. And then a lot of them are the most depressed people I know now. And it's because all their life they've been going towards this monetary target, and they basically have spent no time or effort just trying to find something that aligns with their core values, beliefs, and passions. So they're just left empty inside, and they don't know what to do. And there's only so many cars, boats, and planes and holidays you can buy. And as I said in one of my other videos, your happiness level doesn't really increase that much more. And so money and wealth are completely different things. Wealth is health, happiness, and time. Does that make sense? Because what money gives you is options. Money just gives you options to do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want, and with whoever you want. So money just gives you time. Happiness is really the thing that we are all striving to. And as I said, I go to Kong Tan village in Thailand. They are the happiest people I've ever met. Yet they literally have to, go and find like fish for food every day. And they are the happiest people, and they're the most generous people I've ever met. They've got nothing, not even food to their name, and they'll still offer you half a fish. Why is that? And so this is why, don't get me confused with being obsessed with money. I'm really not. I know I may knock jobs sometimes in my literature, but a job is very important. And if you're in a job and you love it, and you really, really love it, and even if you're earning, 300 quid a month, and you're happy as Larry, well, guess what? You've already won. You've beaten the person that's, earning 30 grand a month and is still unhappy. Does that make sense? Yeah, so happiness, just try and find what actually makes you happy. And you'll find that money doesn't actually make you happy. Money just gives you time. But then you can use that time to then, do other stuff. Oh, and by the way, youth is also part of health up here. because there's no point being a millionaire or retired when you're 70 and you can do bugger all. So I feel you should try, at least give it a shot to try and become fully retired, within 5 to 10 years. Worst case, 20 years from now. And tonight, hopefully, is that line in the sand where you go, right, no more. I'm going to do it, and and say to your friends, just watch me fail my way up, if that makes sense.